The frantic search becoming more urgent tonight for those 5 people missing on a submersible that was heading thousands of feet down in the Atlantic to view the wreckage of the Titanic. By most accounts at this hour, they have about 8 hours of oxygen left. Underwater noises have been detected. It could be coming from the lost sub, but crews just don't know for sure. They're up against the clock as they search an area now twice the size of Connecticut and more than 2 miles deep.
Yesterday, a Canadian P3 detected underwater noises in the search area. As a result, ROV operations were relocated in an attempt to explore the origin of the noises. Although the ROV searches have yielded negative results, they continue. Additionally, the data from the P3 aircraft has been shared with our U.S. Navy experts for further analysis, which will be considered in future search plans. We hope that when we're able to get additional ROVs, which will be there in the morning, the intent will be to continue to search in those areas where the noises were detected.
The missing OceanGate submersible, called the Titan, cost about $250,000 a seat, lost contact Sunday with its support ship Polar Prince about 2 hours into its dive to see the Titanic. Despite the expanding search area and decreasing amount of time and oxygen, the U.S. Coast Guard still holds out hope, as does the company that owns the Titan support ship.
The equipment that's been mobilized for this is the finest in the world, the most capable in the world. We have to hold out hope. I think, as you're aware, there's still life support available on the submersible, and we'll continue to hold out hope until the very end.
The Polar Prince, which has been supporting Titanic expeditions for years, is out in the Atlantic Ocean, helping in the search operation, along with several other ships from Canada, France, Bahamas, and more expected to arrive tonight through tomorrow morning. And here's what I don't quite get, all right? Additional remotely operated vehicles with more depth capacity are coming tomorrow. But is that for recovery? Life support on the vessel likely ends tomorrow, and a U.S. Navy crane that can bring up items from as deep as 20,000 feet is in St. John's, but apparently there's no ship to place it on, according to ABC News. And apparently it's going to be days before that can happen. 5 people are on the vessel when contact was lost. British private plane company owner and billionaire Hamish Harding, British businessman Shahzada Dawood and his 19-year-old son, former French Navy diver Paul-Henri Nargeolet, and OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush, who is piloting the Titan. These individuals also have limited rations of food and water on the submersible. Joining me now, Captain David Marquet, retired U.S. Navy captain and former nuclear submarine commander. Thanks so much for coming back on the show. Appreciate it. All right, so talk to me about my question about these vehicles and the cranes that are coming tomorrow and later in the week. I mean, is that for rescue or recovery?
I think at least one of them is for rescue. We saw 3 large C-17s, U.S. Air Force markings, arrive in Canada, and they unloaded a bunch of heavy equipment with cables. The Navy has a couple systems that could lift it up off the bottom. One might be there's a cable system, and we temporarily mount it on the back of a ship. That ship was loaded and was heading out as of midnight last night. And there were also these are sort of large industrial ROVs. Maybe they could grapple and hang on to it, and then sort of piggyback the other submarine. I'm not sure which system they have there, but it looks like they have the system, and it will be there in time. The key is we got to find them first.
Right. I want to play you a piece of sound from the Captain Jamie Frederick from the 1st Coast Guard Direct Response, who's coordinating this. And again, he's talking about additional assets they're going to be getting in the next 24 to 48 hours, but I want you to talk about what that means. Let's listen.
This is an incredibly complex search operation requiring both surface and subsurface elements, and our unified approach is critical. The location of the search, 900 miles east of Cape Cod and 400 miles southeast of St. John's, makes it exceptionally difficult to mobilize large amounts of equipment quickly. In spite of those challenges, we've been able to provide continuous air and surface search assets, as well as additional ROV capability to search below the surface. We currently have 5 surface assets searching for the Titan, and we expect 10 total surface assets to search in the next 24 to 48 hours.
And So when he says we expect 10 total surface assets in the next 24 to 48 hours, does that mean they don't have them now and they're going to have them, or this is the process that's ongoing?
I think it means they're in the Atlantic Ocean driving there and they haven't arrived yet.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.